In vivo. All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? On today's episode of the hashtag Blackout podcast, would you eat sweet and sour vagina? Say the word vagina. From an animal.
I don't think anybody wants a sour part of it.
But it's about that sweet and sour combination. You know, a little sweet tart. You know what I'm trying to say? A little crush that candy up in there. Get all up in there. Yummy. All that, some dating rules.
Pixie stick on it.
Oh, man. Just imagine one of those. Oh, bro, I can't even. Oh, that would. The visual is amazing. Well, we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about some shenanigans at the airport, rules for dating, and more on today's episode of the hashtag Blackout podcast. Oh, man. Oh, skeet. Why did I find that video? What's up? Welcome back, and welcome back again to episode 227 of the hashtag Blackout podcast. I am hashtag Blackout Jared.
What up, people? I am Jay, the hashtag Blackout J.
And we're back at it again. Yes, indeed. We're back at it again. Cousin, how was your week?
Another week, man.
Yeah.
Sitting at home, going through the motions, you know. What I do. I did notice one thing this week, that I'm getting a little older. I always knew this. I know we've discussed it before, but I finally came to grips with being older. Decided to, back when you were young, you could take bike rides and just ride forever and ever.
Yeah.
And not get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yesterday I decided to take a bike ride.
Okay.
And
and how'd that work out?
It didn't work out too well. I see, here's the thing. I get on my treadmill, I run 30 plus minutes, every day, every other day. I go outside, I use my weighted jump ropes, and I jump rope for like 30, anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes. Good, man. I'm fine. I'm cool. But it's a different set of muscles when you get on that bike for some odd reason. And I got, after like a mile, I got winded. I was about to pass out. Like, oh, Lord. And it was like 70 some degrees outside. So it wasn't like in the hundreds.
Yeah. See, that's definitely what happens when you get to, I don't know, man. I've done that. I've done that here too, especially like right after COVID started. I didn't have a bike. I borrowed my mother-in-law's mountain bike because she never uses it. And man, I got out there, and I was about the same, maybe like a half mile in, and I was like, "No, this ain't gonna work." And at first, I was like, maybe it's the mountains, but no.
I even had it on like the easy, the easy setting, and I'm just like, I had to pull over, and I'm like, crap. There's a store right here. I didn't even bring my wallet to get me nothing to drink.
Dang.
Like, please don't let me pass out. Don't let me pass out. So I just stopped, and I was like, saw this one dude at the track running. I'm like, oh, if I pass out, this guy's gonna have to come in. Hopefully he sees me and come and grab me and call my wife. But it was like, I just took a little second, got my breather. Then of course got back on the bike, and I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's finish this up.
Yeah, that's so funny, man. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what corner that is, but you always, what I've found is like at some point in time, there's some day in time when you turn that corner and you're like, dang, this ain't what it used to be. My body ain't doing what it used to do. I'm cracking a little bit more. You wake up in the morning, you feel like a bag of bones crinkling around. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yeah. I got to sit on the side of my bed for like 5 minutes before I even attempt to stand up. Then I stand up and my lower back is just like, nope.
Yeah. It is. It's one of those things, man. One of those things. And I don't know, man. I think, we have just been going, so much in life, up to this point, whatever it is, just like your body's ability to do it. just been going so much in life, and that when stuff start hurting in weird places, or you're like, man, that never hurt before. You know what I'm trying to say? Then it gets out there. At first I thought you were gonna tell me that you went out and you bought yourself some dad sandals, those brown sandals,
No,
with like the
not
open
yet.
toes and the back strap.
Not yet.
Like the don't wait till the water runs dry sandals. But
I'm sure they'll be coming.
Give
me another decade or so, and I'm gonna be right there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But I just think it's one of them things. It's just it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm hopefully you will be able to get through this season of your life, and you're gonna be all right. Everybody has this, bro. Everybody has it. Everybody has it.
Well, I'm trying to get back. I'll have more time now since the kids aren't in karate anymore. I'll have more time to work out and get my body back into fighting shape.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Well,
how was your week?
Wow, my week.
Kids started school.
Yeah, this week the kids started school, and so they're both going to the same school for the first time in a couple years now.
Cool.
Here, kindergarten through 6 is elementary, then 7, 8, and 9 is middle, and then 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12 is high school.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it is. It's weird. So my daughter is now in 7th grade, and I don't know, man. It's one of those things. You feel sort of a way like when your kids go to preschool for the first time, then they go to kindergarten, and then when they go to the middle school, you have a similar feeling of like, I guess like a little bit uneasy, because it is definitely a jump and a transition, because you have, older kids there with, and they're like the youngest grade or whatever. But, I didn't cry or anything like that. It's just one of them things, like you watch them walk out the door and you're like, oh, my kid.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're trying to like I can remember my kid, my oldest, when he first went to kindergarten. Yeah, kindergarten. We went to, meet the teacher night, all this stuff. He was ready. First day of school, he got up by himself. I woke up, he was already like dressed, had his clothes on.
Ready to go, huh? See, that's cool. That was the oldest or the youngest?
That was the oldest. This was first time in kindergarten. Got to school, he jumped out by himself, walked out by himself, went to class by himself. I didn't have to walk with him or anything.
See, that's
good. So that kind of like brought a little misty eye, got the little frog in your throat and stuff, like, oh, my little man's growing up. Now 7th grade, he's like, didn't even want to go to school. I don't know what it is, and I'm just like, get your ass up and get to school, boy. So but yeah, it takes all the energy they have just to get up and get the clothes on.
Yeah, to get out.
Got to leave last minute to try and sit in car line and all this other stuff. So
yeah,
it's wild, bro. It's wild.
It is wild. Yeah,
never had that feeling again, though.
Never
had that feeling again.
Let's see here. Your oldest son is the same age as my daughter, so he's been actually in middle school, like I guess like middle school age, since last year in Texas, right? It's like
Texas starts at 6th grade.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, man. It's weird, but I think the good thing is, the fact that my son is already in this school, so it almost feels like I have, like, there's like a little bit of like, I don't even know if you want to call, like, I wouldn't say like protection, right? But I would say there's like a little bit of like ease, that I know my son has been to the school for a couple of years, even though that's been an up and down experience.
Yeah.
But B, I know that her brother's there, so if like she needs anything, she could find him or whatever. I don't know, but she'll be all right. She's good. But yeah, my daughter's just like that, where she will, if she's excited about whatever's going on that day, she will be up before anybody, dressed and ready to go. Like you'll come out, you'll wake up, be trying to go out and get some coffee or something. She'll be there already, like sitting down, reading the paper, eating some cereal, having a cup of coffee. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, she'll be up and ready to go. So yeah, so it's first week of school for them. It was good. It was basically 2.5 days for my daughter and then 2 days for my son. And it was fine. Let me tell you what they do at this school though.
Mm-hmm.
On Fridays, so they do block scheduling. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they have all of their classes. The last 2 days of the week, they alternate schedule. Like, Thursday they have half, okay. Friday they have half. And on, let's see here, on the Fridays, they don't have to go to school until 10 a.m. So they get this. So and last year was 9:30. So they just bumped back the hours.
What's the I guess the end time?
It's the normal. Like I think they end at 3. 3 normally. Yeah. So in their other school, their elementary, they actually went to school on time at the normal time in the morning, but they would get out at like 1. They would get out early. So it was like early out. So this is like a late in type of thing. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's like to help the teachers sort of, get everything settled from the week and prep for the week. I do believe that you can go in early if you have like extra work that you need to do. You can go in like for an hour or 2 early before school starts, if you want to go to those classes to like make up work. Mm-hmm. But also their homeroom class, that's what they do in their homeroom class. They could make up work that time frame too. But but they go at 10 a.m. So I'm like, dang, man. My son was like, man, I wish it was still earlier. And I was like, I could understand that because they would get out earlier, just the way that it's set up. Mm-hmm. But like, man, this is the wish of every child who's ever gone to school who wasn't really like a big fan of school, is to do a late, like wake up late to get to school at like 10 o'clock.
Well, man, I might be one of the rare few. Mm-hmm. I used to love going to school. Mm-hmm. 6, like I'd get up with my dad because he had to leave the house at like 6 o'clock to get to his job. So I'd leave with him. I'd be at school for like 6:30. I'd be the first one there, and I just loved it because I get to see all my friends. That was the fun part about school. Just go see all your friends, hang out with them. I'd even stay late after school. Wouldn't even catch the bus back. I'd stay late, figure out a way to get back home. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Some of these new kids, these new generation kids, man, these new kids is interesting. Something I noticed
different,
very different. Something I noticed. I can't remember if I brought this up last time, but I go pick these kids. I think I did bring this up. I pick these kids up and they got sweaters on in 100-degree heat.
Yeah. See, that's my son. My son will wear, he didn't this week, but he will wear a hoodie when it's hot outside. I'm like, how? Like, I'm over here sweating for him.
Full of hoodies and sweatshirts they come to school in.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. It'll be like 100. It'd be baking outside, and these kids are just like happy-go-lucky. Thick old sweatshirts.
At first, and you probably saw the first day of school picture. I think for my son, you saw. And so, at first he was dressed in all black, like black t-shirt and black pants, and I was like, bruh, and my wife was like, you gonna go to school in August on a still black. Summer day in all black. He's like, yeah, this is the style. I was like, you're gonna be hot.
This is the style.
You're gonna be hot. And he's like, well, I gotta wear pants because it gets cold in my classes, which it gets cold, but I'm like, and I think that's why he always wears his hoodie, because he gets cold in class. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, black, bro. So I was like, just go change to something else. So he went and changed to a purple and black shirt, dark purple and black shirt. So it's not like he did much different. But I don't know, man. These kids definitely are different these days. Speaking of kids being different these days, oh boy. All right. Well, I wanted to talk about this sweet and sour cow vagina, but I got to get to these new dating rules.
Oh, I was trying to make that correlation between kids and sweet and sour vagina.
No. I got to talk about these new dating rules because
Gotcha. All right.
Because there was some lady, and this is just some random video of this lady who has like things I expect men to pay for while dating or in a relationship, right? And Snoop Dogg reposted this, so I don't even know what the lady's name is, but it shows this lady sitting there in a shower cap. I don't know if she had just taken a shower, she's about to take a shower, or she just sitting around the house like this, but it doesn't look like she got on a shirt, so who knows? And it shows the dude like in the corner listening to her reacting to just visually reacting to all of these like expectations, what she expects men to pay for. So we're gonna listen to this, and then we're gonna talk about it from our perspective. Of course, we're like 40 something, right? So this is not the same perspective of like a 20 something, but this is what y'all got to deal with dating these days. Here we go. Let me get it queued up for us.
List of things I expect men to pay for if we're dating. Number one, all dates. And I don't mean dinner dates. I mean kayaking, snorkeling, going to theme parks, zip lining, etc. I expect the man to pay for all that. Number two, my nails. I get my nails done roughly once a month. That's pretty good for me, so I expect him to pay that. Number three, my hair. I just feel like as your girl, I should just not walk around with my hair looking crazy, and you should pay for it. Number four, gas. I just think that that's just like the masculine thing to do, is to make sure that my gas is always on full. Number five, wax. I feel like that's pretty much self-explanatory. Like, you should just pay for my wax. Yeah. Number six, my electric bill. Chances are, if we're dating, you're probably going to spend a lot of time in my house, which is going to cause my power to go up. And so you should just pay for it. Let me know what y'all think. If you don't get your balls off the wild D2 linebacker planet of the list of things.
That is probably why she does not have a man.
Yeah, probably why. So she said all dates, but she was like, not food dates. I think that's what she said. Not just food, not food just dates.
Food dates.
Food dates that I think they can go like, so they could like go half or negotiate that. But like hiking, kayaking, zip lining,
snorkeling,
amusement park. This lady looked like she never snorkeled a day in her life, so I don't know where that came from. But all these,
I guess I'm gonna have to see what she looked like to see if she worked.
Yeah, you gotta go back and look at that video. But all these random, yeah. Well, you could look in the chat that we have with our podcast brothers from Don't Judge Me. But then her nails is next. Always pay for her nails. Always pay for her hair.
Nope.
Because she's like, just because, as my man, you shouldn't want me to walk around here looking crazy. So you got to pay for my nails and hair. My gas. The gas. We know how gas prices have gone up, and they're slowly dropping right now. But we just know they're just going to go up incrementally over time. Why I'm going to pay for your gas? Nope. Unless you're my wife. That's the only time I'm paying for your gas, or you're my mom and my sister. But
ooh, Lord, no. I'm looking at this picture now. No,
Booger Wolf. And then her wax. She ain't even give a reason for the wax. Just because she wanted to get waxed, you should pay for it. I guess that falls in line with personal care with the hair and the nails. And then her electric bill, because since we're dating, you're going to be spending a lot of time at my house. So therefore, my electric going to be going up. So you got to pay for that. Negative. But what about the time you spend in my house? You going to pay for that? Man. Wow. This is what these guys have to deal with these days.
Sad but true. I watch a lot of these videos online, like these Kevin Samuel videos, rest in peace to him, these Jordan Peterson videos, and there's like a lot of people online. Like there's a lot of women, these new age women, that have this sense of entitlement. And a lot of that falls in line with what this chick is saying.
Yeah.
A lot of men, man, we not having it, bro. I mean,
No.
thankfully, I'm married. Even when we were dating, I didn't expect. She didn't even expect this. She never said anything about this. You know, if I'm taking you out, I'm gonna pay. You know, that's just something I guess my dad always did was,
Hopefully,
you're taking up, you're taking a young woman out on a date. You're paying for this stuff. You're showing, putting out the bill, putting the money up for it. But as far as like all this other stuff, beautifying yourself with hair and nails, and you can handle your own stuff, lady.
Yeah, you could definitely handle a lot of that. I mean, every now and then, maybe it's like I'll treat you to this, or I'll treat you to that, or maybe it's a special occasion, and I'll say, oh, here, go get your hair and nails done, something like that, like a special birthday or something like that. But this is not an every single everyday thing,
No, not at all. And I would hope this lady has a job that she could take care of her own self. Well, apparently she does, because I don't see no man doing that for her. I don't want to be negative or sound bad or try to clown on her image, but I don't know, sister. You looking kind of
that's a busted and disgusted situation going on here.
I like that. Busted and disgusted.
Busted and disgusted. Man, I'm not with it, man. And sadly, these cats today have to deal with this dating, on top of dealing with like getting catfished and all this other stuff, they have to deal with these expectations from these females out here. And I don't know, I would love to hear a lady chime in. I'm sure
Memphis
we'll have chime in.
You're out there.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll chime in with that. But she's also of a different generation where she's not, with these young people out here. But I know she's still in the dating world.
Young Thundercats.
Yeah, man. I would love to hear what your thoughts about it are, and also fellas who are out here still in the dating world of a certain age, or whatever age, because even older guys, sometimes you still have to deal with these younger girls if you're dating right now. It's like, I couldn't even imagine like what these dudes go through, like, finding somebody on a dating app, then seeing them in person, hoping they look exactly what they look like in the app,
See, that's
going from there. So.
The other strange thing too. Our age, we didn't have dating apps. I mean, I guess when we got to college, there was like this started to get a little bit interesting. We had chat rooms and things like that. Black Planet, but we were already in college and stuff like that. So
Black Planet, AOL Messenger, there was a lot of different stuff. Yeah,
a lot of that was very rare. College Club, I remember College Club very well. So a lot of these new cats, these new young kids, teenagers that are getting into the dating world, you got your Tinders and things like that, but I don't even know if they honestly know how to walk up to a woman or a young lady and just talk.
They probably don't. It's not really a skill that's like refined and worked on like it, it's not really one of those things that, that people really like, refine and work on, these
sliding
days,
in the DMs
like they did back in the day, Yeah. Just sliding in the DMs is like the thing now. I'm trying to say it's not
quick. And
it's
simple.
almost, what do you call it? Like, what do they call that? When you're being passive aggressive is like just sort of saying something on the side, or like saying something that masked, or like doing something without saying it to show your, probably negative feelings about a certain thing. I equate sliding into DMs to like passive aggression. it's not like you're being aggressive, right? But it's like you're trying to talk to them without talking to them. You know,
Exactly.
you're trying to say something without being upfront and you know, and just getting it out there. You know, so it's weird, man. It's weird the way that I don't know, people do it, but yeah, that girl, she's way off base. She's way off base.
Way off base.
She out there. She out there. You know what? Speaking of out there, and speaking of a lady that we always love to hear from, let's go ahead and listen to some voicemails.
Yes.
You know, go ahead and tell the people how to leave us a voicemail, and then we'll listen to our Memphis correspondent.
All right, people. Voicemail 385-3BL-AKPC or 385-325-2572 is where you give us a little voicemail. And or leave us a little voicemail and we'll play it on the show and talk about it.
Yep. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. So we got a couple more voicemails today. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, y'all? This is Memphis Diva 99. I'm listening to y'all latest episode, and one of the questions was, who would I like to Sparta kick?
Oh,
child. Now, 3 people that I used to work with at my job, I would like to Sparta kick them. And I still say, if I saw them out, I would kick them in the back if I was out in public. And I used to tell my coworker that if we had a fire alarm and we had to go down the stairwell, then I was pushing them down the stairs. Yeah.
Wow.
But, you know, Lord covered those people, and I didn't get a chance to do it. And I got issues. Why it's got to be called monkeypox? Why can't it be called pox or chocolate raindrop pox or tamales pox? Why it got to be monkeypox? Why can't it be monkeypox? I was just wondering. Okay, I'm going to get back to work now before they call me on the video camera and see me laid back in my pajamas talking to y'all. Okay, then. I'm going to talk to y'all later. I did say this to me, Memphis Diva, right? Okay, bye.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. The good thing is she told her coworkers that she would push them down the stairs. So, like, that's the expectation. You know, I'm not going to help you. You don't come to me for help. I'm just kick you down. I have a question. Have you heard of quiet quitting?
No.
Okay. So when she made the comment near the end where she said, I got to go before they call me on my video camera and see me laid back in my pajamas talking to y'all. Now, I know that she's not quiet quitting. I'm not accusing our girl Memphis Diva for doing that. But I saw this story, sometime in the past few days, where they say a new trend is going around of people quiet quitting. And there was like something I saw yesterday, this engineer was quiet quitting her job. And what quiet quitting is this? If you work if you work remote, right? You work remote and, you know, you basically create your own work day and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, just doing enough to stay employed. Just going through the motions just enough to stay employed. And then, you know, and then like if it's a Zoom meeting or sync or something like that, you pop up and you're like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. But then as soon as the camera go off, you chilling.
Bruh.
You know, you leave the house for like 4 or 5 hours, you come back, you know, because you ain't got to do anything.
I'm going to let you know something.
Quiet quitting.
I'm going to let you know something. There's days I don't have anything to do. I take my laptop, I take my work phone, I connect it to the hotspot. That way it's always like I'm online and I'm just all out and about doing what I need to do, you know?
Yeah.
Like some days I don't have anything to do and I can't I fly like right under the radar, doing just enough, impressing just enough people to keep my job. But it's it's funny. That's funny you explained it that way because that's all me.
Yeah, that's so funny, man. You know, that is what the thing is. You know, I saw that and I was like, dang. I felt like that before. You know what I'm trying to say? At some points in times in my job. You know, but also I really truly, you know, I do enjoy this job that I'm in right now. So I'm like, I couldn't do that, blah, blah, blah. But I know there's days where I have, you know, there's just other stuff that I've, you know, wanted to do or needed to do that unfortunately, you know, overlapped with my work day. But it's not like I didn't do my work that I was supposed to be doing. You know, they just had some other stuff I needed to get done. So I had to do them. But yeah, quiet quitting, man. It's a thing. It's a thing in these streets. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what would be the worst job to quiet quit. You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean,
like what would be like a, you know, like an essential type of job?
An essential job.
That quiet quit. Yeah. Even if it wasn't work from home. Let's just say like this is just like any job in the world.
I mean, yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, an essential job, if you quiet quit, you won't want your like, you know, like your firefighters, you know, your EMTs. You wouldn't want them to quiet quit.
I mean,
you know,
I think a police officer could definitely quiet. They're exhibiting all those traits that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
because
chill out.
Yeah, I see most of them just chilling out on the side of the road talking to each other. They pull up right next to each other and they just talking. You know, they don't. I've seen them
on the highways. They both have their lights on, but they standing outside of their car talking. Like in the middle of a busy highway. I'm like, bruh, how? Why?
And a lot of them take advantage of them lights too. It's like if there's traffic jam, let me just turn these lights on and I can clear the way for myself. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So that's one definitely you wouldn't want to quiet quit. One job where it probably doesn't really matter if you quiet quit is probably
McDonald's.
like a fast food restaurant. Yeah, I was thinking McDonald's from the jump, you know, because it I don't know. I never worked at McDonald's, but it would seem like there's 3 people actually working and everybody else is just like, you know, roaming around. You know, oh, you need something here. Here you go. Here's a sleeve of cups. You know
that's why so many McDonald's fast food restaurants get your order wrong. Because there's not enough people doing what they need to do.
Yeah. Quiet quitting, you know, I think quiet quitting goes on a lot in retail, like at Old Navy. You know, they just have people who are just sitting there folding T-shirts all day long. You go inside of an Old Navy, go shopping or like, you know, any store, whatever. But you go in there, start shopping. 45 minutes later, you leave. You see the same person standing in front of the same T-shirt bin, folding the same T-shirt. You like, when you folding that T-shirt when I got here a while ago?
Yeah.
So that's one of them places you can do that. So I don't know, man. Quiet quitting. That's what they reminded me of. So I'm not saying you're doing that, Memphis Diva. I'm just saying it just sounded funny and it reminded me of that story. All right, here we go. Next up. 3, 2, 1. Wait, this is weird.
Y'all, this is Memphis Diva 99, and I'm still listening to y'all ladies' episode. And y'all were talking about bathrooms, and your kids said, you know, the bathrooms are disgusting, and the women's. Let me tell you something. Ooh, the old building that I was at before we moved, that bathroom, man, it got to the point I used to try to make sure nobody was in the bathroom, because if I ain't hearing somebody grunt, man, I will have to go into the stall and see stuff I shouldn't see, and yeah. So I would have to go to like another floor. No, like, I don't know if people were in a rush, or maybe they got the BBLs and they couldn't fit over the toilet. I don't know. Speaking of BBL, ladies, I was talking to some guy. Well, no, I wasn't talking. I was still hustling at a party. And the guys were saying that they're nice to look at, the BBLs with the big gigantic booties, but that's not someone they would want to bring home to their mom or marry.
Nope.
And they was like, yeah, I would do some stuff with them, but man, it's fake, and it don't look right on their booty, on their bodies, and they hard. So yeah, I be doing a little ear hustling sometimes when somebody's sitting next to me or whatever. But I just thought that was interesting. But I am curious, how they white? How they? Never mind. Okay, then bye.
They do be looking bad. Oh boy.
Was she gonna ask us what our thoughts about the BBLs were? I don't know.
I don't like.
I'll say this though. I see. We've talked about this several months ago that the gym is a thirst trap, right?
Oh,
you see that stuff all over the gym. You see that stuff all over the gym. You could tell you could tell that there's been some work done in some areas in some people's bodies. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. And the BBL is no exception to that rule. And I don't know, man. It's just wild. Like you find yourself, just look and glance. You're like, is that real or is that not? And yeah, I can understand what those guys are saying, man. They maybe for them, it's good to look at. Maybe it's like somebody that you would date, but you wouldn't marry. You know what I'm trying? Or you'd hook up with, I guess, but you wouldn't marry.
I don't know. So sometimes it just gets out of control. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they come through looking like little army ants, big old booty. So it's pretty bad.
I never thought of it like that before, but that's pretty funny. That is a good visual for that. That's hilarious. Yeah, man. It's what the weirdest thing though is when you see somebody who is not shapely at all.
No,
but
they could be like this big, big as my pinky finger,
like a pinky,
and then they butt go about as far out as the rest of the finger.
And they look like a bee. They look like a bee.
Yeah. And you got some guys that be like, "Oh, damn, look at little Slim Thick over there."
Yeah, man.
Slim Thick. Ain't that like an oxymoron?
I never thought about it, but yeah, you're right. Slim Thick is very much oxymoron. Wow. Yeah, that's that's weird. That's weird. Yeah, thank you for that, Kayla. And yeah, man, these BBLs in these streets just need to stop.
That reminds that video I sent up in that group chat of the news reporter. He was doing a news, I guess, some kind of little news segment, and they were pulling some dude out on a gurney.
The lady out. It was a lady out.
It was a lady or a guy?
Yeah, it was a lady. It was a lady.
It looked like a guy to me, and I was like, "What the hell?" Well, if it was a lady, then she looked like I don't know. She could have had a BBL. Because he wasn't ready for it.
Was it a dude? No,
I thought that was a dude.
Here, I'm looking at it right now. Let's see here. Nah, that looked like a lady. That looked like a lady. Wow.
I couldn't tell with the face.
He wasn't ready yet. The reporter definitely was not ready for that. Wow. Oh man, that's crazy. So we're going from the back to the front now. Something that y'all were not ready for, and I 100%. was not ready for this when I saw it pop up on Instagram. So, I watch a lot of random food videos. And I don't know, like I'm always just trying to find recipes and things like that. And sometimes like this random, wild, different, food from other countries will pop up. Now, before we get into this, what this is, Jay.
Yeah.
I know that you're married to a half Taiwanese lady.
Just Thai, not Taiwanese. That means
Thai.
You're from Taiwan.
My bad. Thailand, Taiwan. My bad. I'm sorry. Half Thai. And so I know you've eaten, some stuff that may not be normal in the American, food lexicon. Mm-hmm. But overall, between that and your time back home in Louisiana, what is one thing, or maybe your travels wherever, what is one thing that you've eaten that has been just
taboo
maybe
to other people.
Different. Yeah, taboo. Yeah, maybe different.
I can't say there's anything in the, I guess, Thai food that I've tried that there's like really way out there. Trying to think. I mean, quail eggs. That's not really a.
Not anymore.
That's not really. That's just not really a big thing.
It's still different though.
It's different. So the only two things I could really say, being from Louisiana growing up, so turtle.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, not everybody's tried turtle. Not everybody's tried frog legs.
People think turtles are nice and little cute things. You can't eat them. That's what they think. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Turtle, frog leg.
Okay.
And I think squirrel would probably be the one thing that's out there.
Yeah. That would because that's definitely a regional thing, I think.
Yeah. So probably squirrel would be the thing that's out there.
Okay. I get you. Let me think. I'm trying to think. So for me, definitely one of these. Okay. This is something that is not really mainstream in America, but I think it's more mainstream in parts of Mexico and other Spanish-speaking countries. Cabrito, baby goat.
Okay.
Smoked baby goat, cabrito ribs. Let me just tell you how amazing. They're absolutely amazing. I have had, the turtle. I don't think I've ever eaten chitlins, which are basically, cow and or whatever.
Never had that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Never had that. And it's interesting because years and years ago, you would have never heard of anybody wanting to eat pork belly. But the actuality is pork belly is literally bacon.
Yep.
So nobody equated that with the actual location of it. They just called it bacon. People eaten that for years. But when you think about it, a pig's belly, come on, bro. Why?
Mm-hmm.
But it's delicious. A cow bacon. I haven't had cow bacon, but it's out there. Cow belly bacon. Oxtails were not really a thing other than like in the South or in the Black community. There's just random things like that. And I'm trying to think about, even in my travels, I tried to stay like, I don't know. Most places I've gone, I hadn't gone to a place that has had like some crazy stuff that I wouldn't eat. Other than, one thing, I don't know. One thing that people do eat is called mussels.
Mussels, yeah.
No, I'm not a fan. My son liked them, but not me. So all this to say, in Vietnam, this street food recipe popped up on YouTube, and I can say it because it's on YouTube. So maybe we could print it in there. But sweet and sour cow vagina. I don't know why I said vagina like that. Vagina. Sweet and sour, like. But
I gotta look at the video again.
So let's see. I wonder if here, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna put it up right here. Which I should have done already. But since I didn't, I'm gonna do it right now. Let's see here. And sour.
Boy, look at that vagina. Look at them lips.
Yeah. I can't even type it. I'm laughing so hard. All right. Wow. Oh, good. How to, see, when you look this up, then all these other things come up because the pig wouldn't come up after that because it's also a Vietnamese delicacy. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let me turn this down. All right, here we go. I'm going to share my screen so we can see this as it starts. This is quite interesting. But yeah, sweet and sour cow vagina. And I'm not, okay, of course, it's YouTube. So, we got to watch a video about Purdue University for some reason.
That cow vagina looked busted and disgusting.
There it is. Bam. So... sweet and sour cow vagina, how they cook it. It basically takes 10 hours. 10 hours from, I guess, harvesting it or whatever you want to call it, right? Bruh, why you even got to hold it like that, bro? Why? just get to it. So harvesting it, they basically take a good amount of time shaving it.
So I'm assuming that hole at the top is the anus,
the butt, yes,
the booty hole.
Yep. Yeah. So basically, they put a lot of like, salt and vinegar on it, stuff like that.
I'm sure.
And this like the whole cleaning process, right? So you got to cleanse it, because think about what it smells like. It smells like dookie and pee-pee, right? So they basically cleansing it, and then after they cleanse it for a long, no, come on, bro. Come on.
They use their finger and put some salt
after they
inside.
clean it. Yeah, after they clean it for a while, then they get out a razor and they start. Okay, this dude is a little too much, bro. I gotta jump ahead. I can't go ahead. They go ahead and they get a knife and a razor, and they basically start to shave it, because all the black stuff, that's hair.
That's hair? I thought
that's hair.
I thought that was just unkept. This skin. Unkept
it's skin and hair. So they basically go through this process of shaving it, and then they rinse it and shave it and rinse it and shave it, and then they boil it or something like that, and they shave it to try to get more and more hair off, and then they start seasoning it with with all these spices and chilies and stuff like that, and eventually end up cooking it. But I definitely respect the fact that there's cultures in this world that eat nose to tail. I respect that. I mean, shoot, you're from the country, so to speak. Our families both being from the country originally. I've been out to the country more than enough times and eaten, some random stuff or randomly cooked stuff that I know, probably wouldn't hit the tables in a regular restaurant in some places. So I get it. I've traveled to some places where I know that they eat some really wild and different stuff. So I get it. Like sea urchin, I'm probably not going to be eating no sea urchin, but there's places that love it, But this is one of them things, bruh. I could go my whole life without trying this,
What if, because you said at the end, the finished product looks amazing.
I mean, it looked like pork.
What if somebody says, we have a special today, we're going to bring it out for you to try, and it ends up being a beautifully seasoned, cut piece of cow vagina. You taste it and you be like, wow, what is this? And you're amazed by it. And then they tell you, oh, well, you just had the innards of a cow vagina.
Bruh, I would be shocked. I might throw up a little bit, but I'd be like, dang, that was good. Give me another piece.
So
honestly,
let me taste that again. Let me taste it one more time.
It got some lemongrass, got some strawberries, some star anise up in here, some bay leaf, ginger, a little coconut water. Look at the broth, man. They cooking it. So I don't know, bro, but here we go. So that's finished product. So that does not look good at all. But when they slice it, it sort of look like a pork chop.
But is it meat or is it? I guess it is meat.
Is it meat or is it muscle?
Well, I was just thinking, is it meat or is it like more fat, more fatty or more meaty?
I don't know. We'll see when they cut it open.
Yeah, see, that looks like
more like
kind
gristle.
Of fatty. Yeah, it looks like some gristle.
Look at that. That look like meat though, bro. Look at that. Split busted open. They busted it open.
And it's winking at you.
Oh no. Oh no. But I mean, chop that up, man. Throw that in a tortilla with some salsa, bro. You won't even know the difference. I mean, to be honest, to be completely honest. It doesn't look like beef though, right? This is cow.
No,
it looked like pork,
yeah.
or turkey. I don't know, man. This is the thing. I've tried some sushi with some really wild, different stuff on it. I've eaten soft shell crab, which is literally a whole crab that is not deshelled. I've eaten eel and things like that. So maybe there's a couple things that I have had that are a little
I've tried that too.
you know. So, and if you think of it in the realm of sushi, like you eat like sushi got a bunch of ingredients, you know, sometimes depending on what you get. So it's not that far of a stretch to think that you would eat something crazy. But I think just the fact that you know that this is the cow's vagina. This is where babies started. And a lot of stuff came out, you know.
No Monostat 7 either.
No, they don't do that. Look at it. They just dipping it in this sauce.
Yeah, they got that yeah, my wife makes that sauce.
What sauce is it? What is it?
It's kind of like you see the chilies in there, so there's like chili. It might have like fruit. It might have some fish sauce or a little bit of garlic in there and bam. But that sauce tastes pretty good.
That sauce does look good. I mean, hey dog, you know, I don't know. That's the thing, man. This is the thing, you know, you go to foreign countries and stuff like that, and there's some stuff that you see, like, man, that look good. Just don't ask what it is. Just eat it.
Just eat and appreciate.
That look like some plantains off to the side, some star fruit, some greens, look like
big heaping plate of cow coochie.
Yeah. Got a Vietnamese tortilla up at the top, some chickpeas or something. Yeah. That cow vajayjay. You know? I mean, you know, it's just one of them things, man. It's just one of them things that's really weird. And, you know, you wouldn't expect this little old lady to be on the side of the road here cleaning cow coochie.
Yeah. I mean, do they like sell cow coochie in the store, or you got a special order? How does it work?
I don't know, man. I don't know how you harvest cow coochie, but you know, but this is also Vietnam, you know, where you could probably get it in like a regular market. You know what I'm trying to say? Like a meat market. Right. You know, they got all kinds of stuff. One of the wildest things that I always have seen that I just think is sort of wild is going into what do you call it? Chinatown, wherever it is. Or like here we have, you know, a couple of markets, you know, several markets in our Chinatown where you'll go and they'll just have like
a duck hanging.
This duck that just looked like it has had the longest sunburn. It's been sunburned for 10 years, right? It's a 10-year sunburn on this duck just hanging there glistening and golden.
But it tastes so good.
It looks good, but then again, it looks like if you cut it open, it'll be like from a Christmas story.
It's like jerky.
When it's jerky, or from what is that? National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. When they cut it open and smoke comes out.
It's just crunching on it.
It just does. That's what it looks like. But I'm always like, dang, I want to try one. But how long has that been hanging there? That's the question. Yeah. You know, there's an Asian market here that sells a lot of, you know, fresh seafood and fresh meats as well as like frozen. And they had some stuff in there that I was like, what? I think they had brain of like some animal. I was like, bro, I'm not touching that. But there's some places that, you know, some people eat it, you know. A lot of different parts of an animal. So I'd be interested to hear from the people out there. First of all, what is the weirdest part of an animal that they've eaten, or weirdest animal that they've eaten? And then also, you know, would they eat the cow vagina? You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Would they eat that vagina like groceries?
I've always been curious to try bull's balls, fried bull's balls.
What they call Rocky Mountain oysters? No, I think that's what they call them.
I don't know.
Let me look. I think that's right. Because Rocky Mountain oysters, I think, are just, bull's ball. Rocky Mountain oysters. Yeah. There's a festival, by the way.
Rocky. Yeah.
Bruh, I don't know if I could do it. I'm glad you could, though.
I'll try it.
I can find them locally.
I would try both of these if they were like the bull's balls and the vagina. If it was like, if whoever the chef was had that recipe on point, and it was like talked about, you know, raved about, had rave reviews and stuff like that, I would try.
If it feels like one of those like ones that have been on like diners, drive-ins, and dives. It's like
something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
So let me just tell you, we could take a cousin's trip to either Colorado or Montana because they have festivals, the Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival in Colorado and Montana in several places. So we could do that. We could go there. You could eat the Rocky Mountain oysters and I'll just watch. I don't know, man.
I don't think I could fill myself up with a Rocky Mountain oyster.
Them things
I would
big,
have to.
bruh.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't think I would want to fill my whole body up with a bull ball. I mean, we'd have to split it, one testicle between the two of us. Half a testy.
Man, the sad thing is, like, I'm laughing, but that's like a delicacy in those places.
Yeah,
it's definitely a delicacy, and it's like always on the menu at several restaurants. I just couldn't do it, bro.
Like I'm currently watching this YouTuber Emmy Made. She has like 2.8 million subscribers, and she's like a chef. She tries different foods and stuff like that. So I won't say she's a full-on chef, but she'll make stuff, eat it. So she's gone right now to try and create a meal from bull testicle, and she just looked like she's having such a disgusting time just trying to peel the sack away from the skin away from the testicle. She just looks disgusted.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's one of them things, man. I think it's one of them things that you don't I don't know, you just don't really. I don't think you ever imagine yourself eating it unless you grew up with it, right? You never imagine yourself eating it until you're finally like presented with it in front of you, you know, and you're like, dang, what am I doing with my life while I, you know, peel away the flaps of skin.
All right. So she's making them into testy nuggets. So she's cutting little chunks out of it.
Little chunks.
Yeah.
Deep frying.
Oh yeah, she got her flour and the water and the milk and all this.
I mean,
stuff.
You know what? If they deep fried them, you know, I'd probably try them. You know, if they was like little chicken nuggets, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I had alligator before, alligator tail.
Alligator's amazing.
That was good. I mean, could that be on the same
level?
Same level. I mean, it's alligator. I mean, it's not the.
It's the balls. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's the word balls.
It's the vagina. It's the butthole and it's the balls. You know, and if it was like penis, but I don't even think they serve that. Well, they probably do in some countries.
Fear factor.
You know? Yeah, yes, indeed. Goat penis or whatever. But that location of an animal's body, I don't want any part of, unless it's pig. Because you know pork butt is good. But you're not eating the pork butthole though.
But here's the
and
thing
rump
about
roast.
Here's the thing about pig. Did you know that pigs will eat anything, even their own doo-doo?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you do know that. Yeah. So having that in their body and absorbed throughout their system, is that not just as disgusting as a ball?
Good. It tastes good though, bro. It tastes so good.
You have those doo-doo nutrients throughout your body.
Yeah. Just double doo-doo down.
Just double doo-doo down with the pulled pork filled with dookie nutrients.
Pulled pork poop. Let's go. Nah, I didn't want to be reminded of that, but I do know that pigs eat everything. Chickens are scavengers. They'll eat everything. Too. You know, crabs. You know, any of those crustaceans. You know, they will eat their bottom feeders. You know, crawfish. Yeah. Crawfish tastes good, but crawfish swim on the bottom. That's what I mean. Catfish. My bad. Catfish. Yeah. They swim on the bottom. You know. Do I want to be reminded of that when I'm eating them? No. I'll think about it now. But next time I go to eat them, I'll forget all of that. I'll forget all of it. I don't know, man. It would be hard. It would be hard for me to try that. So.
Yeah. She is chewing these things and looking at. Why do people chew something and then look right at it like it's going to have the answer to what you're thinking about?
It's like, okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's Well, the videos that get me are the mukbang videos. You know, when they do the video and they're like eating and smacking their foods. Normally that doesn't get to me, but them mukbang sometimes just be messing with me. It's hard to get through them. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah, cow vagina. Who would eat it? Who would eat it? Who would leave it? You know, who would think it's good? Who would think it's bad? I don't even know. Just who would do it? I don't know. Speaking of something that you may not do, this past week, there was past week and a half or so, there was like, you know, historic torrential rains and flooding in Nevada, Utah, Arizona. This is the time of year they call the monsoon season in some parts of these states, where they get basically most of the rain that they're going to get for the full year happens, you know, between like, you know, August and September. So in Las Vegas, it rained a lot, and the Strip sort of, if you don't, I guess if you've never really been there before, the Strip in Las Vegas is sort of like down in a valley. It's like sort of like the lower part of the valley, and the mountains are, you know, way out to the edges. So, you know, just with a valley, just to make sense, everything, you know, sort of drains down to the valley. So there's tons of videos of, you know, of flooding, you know, in Las Vegas, you know, flooding in Las Vegas on the Strip, and, you know, just people, you know, just standing there taking videos of all this stuff happening. So tell me why I saw a video of a guy on the Strip, and he was here. We're gonna watch this. Hopefully it's on this But tell me why he was on the Strip, and he was on a you know, like one of those pool floaties. He's floating on a pool floaty down the Strip. He's floating on a pool floaty down the Strip. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, the Strip is the most disgusting place that you have ever been. If you think of all the homeless areas in town, if you think of all of the bayous and creeks and rivers with dirt in them, if you think of a landfill, that's sort of what like the Strip is, but it looks a lot cleaner than that. So here's the flooding in Vegas. This is in a hotel. Actually, I think this is where my wife and I stayed not long ago. We went down there a few months ago, Planet Hollywood. Yeah. Oh, wow. People there gambling, right? So it's flooding through the ceiling. Let me see. Maybe I can put this full screen. So this is crazy. Yeah. So this is like where cars, you know, where you park your car under the hotels, stuff like that. Let's see here. Yeah, I think this video is going to come to it. So this is wild. Yeah, I stayed at that hotel, the Link Hotel. It's insane to see this much water, because this is just down a regular street. I don't know what the heck this is. I guess they're looking at rain come through. Okay. Where is? Yeah, that's just a regular street.
And a random mattress.
And a random mattress. Let me tell you how much you don't want to look at a black light on that mattress. It is probably caked. Okay, yeah. So look at this. Is just water. See how dirty this water is, bro? This ain't even on the Strip. This out in the streets. They keep walking around the Link. I guess they were staying at the Link. But yeah, this is going down into the parking garage. So this is just it's bad. Bad down there. Or no, this is that's a drainway down to the parking garage. Let me see. Are they gonna show the guy that's floating down the dang Strip? That's the one I wanted to see. No, they're not gonna show it. I'm gonna find it. But the wild thing is this. You know, this dude's floating down the Strip. The Strip literally is one of the dirtiest places on earth. And just imagine the amount of, I don't even know what you want to call it, like the amount of let's see here, man floating in water. There you go. The amount of like germs and brain eating amoeba and all this other stuff Oh, there it is right there. Here it is. That are floating around in this water, and juices from all kinds of bodily fluids.
People don't care, man. There's some people that don't care.
They just don't care, bro. They just, this is that video that I saw. So here we go. So yeah, these are the parking garages, which, everybody's car is parked under the hotel. If you're staying in a hotel there. So that's just like where your stuff goes. Like, your car is flooded and it's like Katrina. Oh, of course. Come on. Why are we loading? Come on, bro. We're supposed to be live. See, this type of stuff that happens live. When you live, stuff just happens you don't expect. Just like this. Let's see if I can go back and it'll let me go back. Maybe I'll refresh the page. Of course. Either way. It's just something that I don't know, man. What are we doing here? How did we get to this commercial? Okay, we started it over. Hopefully this won't pause this time. But no, man, I don't know. It's okay. So if you imagine the French Quarter, right? French Quarter flooding, which obviously happens a lot, and somebody floating down the French Quarter in the water just for fun. That's essentially what we're looking at here with this guy that we're about to see in a minute. I don't know why it says April 19. Maybe that's the name of the
channel.
Name of the channel. 19 April. Okay, going down. See that Las Vegas was flooded with heavy rain. And the thing is, it doesn't get it doesn't rain enough there for this water to really soak in the ground. So the what do they call it? The base layer in the ground is so hard that water just flows right over the top of it, just like it's going down the street instead of soaking into the dirt and ground. There we go. There's the guy. Come on, bro. Come on. Why? Look at that. Why? I mean, maybe he was stranded and he needed to get out. I don't know. But that's why the floods just go, just sort of flows over everything. This is something that would be hard for me to do. I'm gonna just go ahead and stop sharing because that's stupid. It keeps loading. But imagine the brain eating amoeba that are floating in that water. What if you got it in your mouth, bro? You instant dead.
Nasty
mate. So I think of. But so don't go surfing the strip. Also, speaking of travel, going to different places. When we were about to head out of town, we were heading out of town to Florida a few weeks ago. In the airport, as we're going to the security area, there's like one place where you go to the TSA agent, you show your ID and your boarding pass, they scan it, they let you through, and then you go to the metal detectors. We get to that little area, and we're waiting in a long line, and we see this grown man and his grown sons, the three of them standing there, and the first thing that we overheard was them talking to two TSA agents, and I guess like the TSA agent manager, right, or whatever, and the TSA agent saying, "Oh yeah, he tried every way to search for this guy's information and they couldn't find it." So that was like the first thing I hear, and they're basically directing traffic to every other line. At this point, not going through that line, they shut it down. And then as we get closer, the guy's like, "Well, my family." Half of my family is already over there. You could see them over there. They've already checked through. And he was just pointing. I don't know if he was actually pointing at anybody. And he was like, "We just need to get through now." And they're like, "Well, sir, you're going to have to go down and rebook because, we need some documents." And this guy got crazy. It's like, "What are you telling me? I can't be with my family? This doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to get through here. You need to call your manager." So he's like, "I am the manager." and then they brought over, and then like all of a sudden, like a federal police officer or whatever showed up, whoever works at the airport, and was like, "All right, so tell me what the issue is." And he's like, I need to get through here. My blood. He's like, all right, we need your boarding documents. He's like, this is a boarding pass. He's like, no, sir. We need an actual boarding pass from an actual airline for you to be able to get through because of security reasons. We want to make sure that it's safe. We can't just let you through because that's what you said. And this little piece of paper doesn't have any identifying information, nor does it match anybody that's on these flights. And your ID doesn't match anybody that's on these flights. So you need to go back to security, to the thing to give him. And he got crazy, up and down, yelling stuff like that. So by the time we turned the corner and got closer, we saw the police escorting him and his sons out. And I was like, in this day and age, and you could definitely tell there's some MAGA people because they expected, they expected to be let through. But I was like, in this day and age, first of all, you have to have all your proper documents to get through.
Yep.
That's thing one, Thing number two is in this day and age, acting a fool. You've seen all these other people do it so many times. Why would you put yourself in that situation so everybody could just basically laugh at you as the cops, escort you out of the airport? And as we got through security, we heard a couple of other TSA agents talk about it, and one guy was like, "Good, they should have escorted him all the way off the airport's property. He shouldn't have been trying to go through here. And besides, he ain't have anybody who came through here anyway." I was like, dang, this dude's out here just trying to get through. Like, what does he expect?
Right.
Wow. I wonder if he expected to force his way through then, because then in order to get on a plane, you still have to show your documents. They have to scan it to let you on, when you get to the gate. So I'm like, was he going to force his way on there too? It just doesn't make sense.
That's wild. Did you see that airport fight that happened last week between let me look at it. I forgot what it was at DFW or Love Field. Oh shucks. Spirit Airlines at DFW. It was about a woman. Let me see if I can share it with you. Let's see. Share screen. Let's share window video file. Boom. Here we go. Can you see it?
Wait, no. Here, let me share it now. Wait, 3, 2, 1, bam.
All right.
See if you can turn it up. Does it let you do volume?
It doesn't let me do volume. See if it lets you do volume.
And let me see. Layout. Let me see if it'll let me do settings, layouts, crop, so layout, no, hotkey, no, guess made, hotkeys, no, let's see here, virtual background, no, audio, default, stereo, audio, automatically, camera, no, general, no, it's not, so don't worry about it. All right, we'll just watch it.
All right. I put the CC, the closed caption on.
Yeah, that's good. Spirit Airlines. Okay. Who's the employee? The lady?
The man.
Okay. Why did she smack him though? Oh, now it's gonna try to load.
I don't remember what the exact story was, but she's actually in the wrong from what I remember, because she's the one that started yelling, and she actually put her hands on him first. I mean,
she was arrested, or he was arrested.
He just got
he got detained. Yeah, I think
he got suspended.
Nobody got detained. Yeah,
he actually got suspended.
Bruh, that was a good takedown though. He got him, man. He tackled her from behind, and he smacked her. Dang.
Yeah,
bruh. And look, they trying to hold him back.
Yeah, see, that's the crazy thing, because people are getting mad at him because he's defended himself.
Yeah,
she shoved, hit him.
Nah, bruh, no. See, this is the problem. Yeah, inside DFW Airport on Thursday, the Panda Express. They just hear yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
wow. That is wild. Yeah, man. I don't. Another passenger separated, tripping over a chair. Once they got him up, the employee put a hand on the woman and hands on me. Something verbally assaulting him, physically assaulting him. He just snaps, and the woman told police she didn't do anything. Bruh. The good thing, there's a camera there.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, there was a guy. They're not gonna show the full video, but there's a guy like towards the end that was trying to pick a fight with the Spirit Air employee. Right?
Oh, right
not
here.
that guy. It was another guy, but he was like, "You don't. I bet you ain't gonna put your hands on me. I bet you're not gonna put your hands on me."
Yeah, show it. I want to see if it's at the end of that.
Yeah, see, they didn't show it because it's a news segment, but
okay.
There's another clip online.
That's absolutely crazy. See, this is the problem. Is the lady white? Is she?
She's not. I think she's
Hispanic.
Black. I think she's black. Yeah.
This is the thing, though. Whoever it is, I don't care if it's white, black, woman, man, whoever it is, and they say, I didn't do anything. You have to understand, first of all, you're at an airport. There are cameras everywhere. Just at an airport because it's an airport. Let alone the fact that there's, hundreds or thousands of people there, all with cameras in their hands too.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to catch the interaction. If not, the airport camera will catch the interaction, and then you will be proven wrong, because most of the time that person said, I didn't do anything, literally did something to provoke the situation, or the other person did, one of them did, to provoke the situation, and then the truth will come out after that. That's crazy, man. And all over a seat on the Spirit Airlines. I mean, come on, man. Come on.
Yep.
I saw this video on YouTube, and I think I sent it in our little podcast group, where this lady pulls out a gun at a Little Caesars. At a Little Caesars.
Oh, yeah.
A Little Caesars pizza. And she's like, yeah. She's like, it's like this lady arguing with another lady. The lady behind the counter at Little Caesars arguing with one of the customers, and the customer reaches across and smacks the employee, and the employee pulls out a gun. And the customer actually comes around the thing, and she like puts her hand up. She's like, shoot me. And the employee is like pointing the gun, and there was somebody in the middle trying to stop it. One of the other employees is trying to stop it. But like all over a Little Caesar, a $5 Little Caesar pizza. Is that how much your life is worth? Like, for real?
$5. Sometimes it is, man.
Come on, dog.
Sadly.
This ain't a bag of crack, okay? Oh, dog. This ain't a cheeseburger. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a $5 Little Caesars cardboard pizza. I don't get it, man. I don't
get some people either, man.
Don't
get it.
It just doesn't compute for me. I'm trying to understand, why things are things. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Just people just doing stupid stuff. Stuff you just don't understand. You can't explain. And that's the way of this, the way it be going. You know what I'm trying to say? These people stupid in these streets.
Very. Extremely.
And then you see Will Smith post a video finally saying, me trying to get back on social media. And it's a little tiny monkey.
I just saw that.
Poking the butthole of a gorilla. Will Smith, what is we doing, bro? Just come back or don't come back.
Yeah, it's like, why is the butthole representative of who is the butthole representative of the internet, social media, or you?
Yeah, right.
Are people poking at you to get back on social media?
Are you the butthole? Yeah,
that's funny.
yeah.
Man.
I don't even know. I don't even know. You know, sometimes these days there's just stuff that just happens, and you're not quite sure, you know, why people do these stupid things. So yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But hey, you know what? I think we're about at the end. Do you have something else to talk about?
No, I don't think so, man.
No?
Nothing really, man. It's I'm sure we'll have more to discuss next week.
Yeah. Is there anything you were proud about this week? Any proud moment of the week that you were just extremely excited about?
I got super happy yesterday. So people who do or do not know, I've been working on this lowrider scooter for like the past pretty much all summer, on and off all summer.
Yep.
I did something yesterday that made me happy because I didn't think it was going to work, you know, and just it's hard to describe when you don't have a visual with you, but I just modified some things I didn't think was going to work. I sent it to a couple people I connected with over the summer because they've been watching my videos of the creating process, and they were like, "Man, that is so badass. It looks great." So
your creation video. So if y'all go to YouTube and look up "Hey, it's Jay,"
there's quite a few "Hey, it's Jays,"
but this is one. It's like a black and white background. It's a big J at the bottom right corner. So that's how you'd find it. Anyway, you could see his build process throughout that. Yeah. Anyway, so what'd you do to it?
So I took 2 bicycle fork bars. Anybody who knows, twisted bicycle fork bars, and I mounted them to the side of the frame of my scooter. Sounds very
it's sort of,
you don't really know what it is because you can't really picture it, get a visual of it if you don't know what it is. But it's just modified in a way that's kind of cool, kind of good. I took a skateboard deck, modified that to make it fit on the scooter, so I have a much wider deck to put my feet versus the little skinny one that's originally stock with it. So a lot of the stuff is completely custom. The whole thing is completely custom. Hopefully I could get it into some shows, before the end of the year, maybe even next year. And then of course I'm gonna start working on a new project.
Yeah.
After this one's done. So I got the dramatic conclusion coming up within the next week or two.
Yeah.
And then I'll be done with the scooter.
Trying to think what your next project gonna be. 10-speed.
It's gonna be a trike. It's gonna be a low rider.
Okay, a little tricycle, big tricycle.
That's cool. It's gonna be a stretch. I'm gonna try and see if I can do a stretch one, but I don't know.
Yeah, one of our cousins down in Houston, named Craig, he actually does those bike customizations and trike customizations too. Craig's Customs.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty dope. So that's cool, man. That's cool. I like that. I can't wait to see the finale.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I just hope I don't screw it up.
Yeah, it looks good so far. It is dope. I love that purple color. So you already got me with that. Then I'm trying to think. For me, man, I'll just say, man, my proud moment of the week really goes back for like the last 3 weeks, maybe. My kids, our kids, like basically took care of my wife and I while we were down with COVID.
That's good.
You know, my son was out there like grilling burgers on the grill.
Oh wow!
You know, my daughter and I guess my mother-in-law came and picked up groceries and dropped them off for us or whatever. I brought my daughter to go pick up some groceries for us too. But they like if we needed something, we just call them, and they would show up like a sandwich or something to drink or whatever it is to help us out. So and then they started school. So it sucks. Just like you said, part of your summer was taken because of that. Your kid's summer was taken because of that. That's the same with my kids. Like the last couple of weeks, were taken before they had to go back to school. So,
right.
Yeah, man. So I'm just proud of them that they, maintained and they survived and, didn't bite each other's heads off, in the process while me and my wife were basically isolated, for a couple of weeks. So, yeah, shout out to them kids. So, if nothing else, I know that, they will take care of us if they need to, and they'll also be able to cook food for themselves if they need to too, without burning the house down. So
that's good.
Good on them.
That's real good.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But anyway, it is that time. Will you go ahead and tell us how to find us, and we get up out of here?
All right, people, find us #Blackout Pod on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. I have to plug the TikTok.
TikTok. Ticks and the talks.
Follow us on your favorite, listen to us on your favorite podcast streaming app. Leave us a little review, whatever you think. If you want to leave us a review by emailing us, you could do that at #blackoutpod@gmail.com or give us a call, 385-3-BLAKPC or 385-325-2572. If you want to discuss anything, tell us how you enjoy those sweet and sour cow coochie. Those,
he said it,
big and busty, beautiful bulls balls, seasoned up, fried. Let us know. Or if there's anything crazy and strange you have tried.
Chilled monkey brain.
Chilled monkey brains, or, wolf nipple. I don't know.
Wow.
Hit up hooksrub.com. Get yourself some hooks to sprinkle all over that cow coochie and then bull ball before you fry it. That will definitely make it better.
Man, that's great.
It will definitely make it better. Make all your interesting foods taste award-winning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Dang, that's crazy. Yeah. And shout out to my brother Jordan. He's been on the show, but it's been a long time. But he is in California right now, Los Angeles, and he has started his own little barbecue catering business.
Cool.
And he sort of wasn't quite sure that he truly wanted to do this, but he keeps getting offers for like gigs after gig after gig. He bought a huge smoker at a crazy deal. It's amazing. But like, was it a couple of weeks ago? He did, I think it was 35 briskets at one time.
Oh, wow.
In this smoker. I was like, I was sort of jealous. I was like, oh man,
you gotta be on your P's and Q's to be able to maintain
he
that. He
killed it. Yeah, he had to do that for like this big event they had at church, and he killed it, man. And he did, so big ups to him. I know that he's still trying to figure out what he wants to do now that he's sort of graduated, and he and his wife are sort of in flux. And they found out a couple months ago that they're pregnant with their first baby. Yes.
Really? Wow.
Yes. So I finally able to let the cat out the bag.
Let the cat out the bag, man.
Because he told me that, I could finally talk about it because they've been starting to tell people. So yeah, man. They don't know what the baby is yet, but shout out to them because they're still, sort of a young couple trying to figure out stuff still, and it's good, man. It's good. So hopefully that business takes off for him and he could do well. I mean, for me, I'm like, bro, you should just move to Utah and we could just open up a spot up here and just like go gangbusters and kill it because there's nothing like that up here. But he's like, I don't
convince the wife.
Yeah,
What's
this is the thing. His wife's name or what?
No, I was gonna say what's his
Instagram
cost of living difference between like where you are in Utah versus LA. That's what I was thinking.
In LA, it's so much more. Utah it's more expensive than Texas, but it's not as expensive as LA. It's probably about as half as expensive, maybe, right? Mm-hmm. But his wife is fine with wherever. She actually came and visited Utah before she even met him. And did some hikes and stuff like that. And she's been up here before a couple times and she likes it or whatever. It's also, a 10-hour drive back to LA where her family's from. is not that bad, even though a 24-hour drive to Houston is sort of bad.
It's terrible. Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of drive, but you know, also just a couple-hour flight each direction. But you know, I think it's more convincing him because he really wanted to move back to Houston, but he keeps getting these gigs and gigs and gigs pop up. So he's like, well, I'm making money from it, you know. But yeah, man, it's cool, man. So shout out to him. If you want to follow his Instagram, look up That Texas Smoke. That's what his Instagram is called.
Oh man, I didn't even know. I'm still following the old one.
He started that thing. So yeah, That Texas Smoke. Man, if you're in the California area, look him up. You know, reserve, or you know, order some meat. You know, these holidays are coming up and stuff like that. You know, dude is a great cook.
Maybe I got the wrong one.
That _ Texas _
Oh, because there's another one that has his name and it's on like one follower, and I'm like, wait, there's no post under here.
Nah, it's like That _ Texas _ Smoke. I think it's something like that. So yeah, so look that up. Follow him. You know, if you're out in California area, you know, you need some food done.
Gotcha.
Dude can cook. You know, he's good at it. He's really good at it. So yeah, man, shout out to him. But that's all I got, man. I hope you have a great week. Hope y'all have a great week out there. And yeah, I'm blacking out, I think.
Blacking out too.
Peace.